So right now, we are currently on the way to go pick up some stuff that I found in a bush, a bramble, I don't know, whatever it is, it's thorny and it's real buried. So we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna take a gander at it, load it up on the trailer and bring it back to the garage and kind of see what we're working with. We've also got a few pieces of equipment, implements for the tractor we're gonna pick up as well. And they need some repair work, but it's nothing we can't handle. So anyway, welcome back to the garage. In today's video, we're just playing around. So here's our first little piece of equipment that we're gonna load up, that as well, and that's all gonna go on the trailer. These little pieces here, some of these are not for the tractor, but for something else. And here is the next piece of equipment. This is the piece that needs a little bit of work. As you can see, it's kind of broken, but we'll get it figured out. But behind it is what we're going for. This right here. Yeah, it's a little small, but you don't really see many of these around. It's missing the piece that comes off the back and there's like a seat that you can sit on, but it's pretty buried, so we're gonna have to move all of this stuff off in order to get to it. So I guess I better get to it. So before I get that little contraption out of the weeds, I'm going to get the equipment or the implements put on the trailer so I don't have to worry about them. All right, well, it is now time to start getting into it because we got a lot of stuff to clear before we're ever gonna get to this thing. I think the first thing we'll move out of the way is this back blade. All right, so we can see a little bit more in it now. Maybe you can see what it is, but I'm worried that there's a honeybee nest under all these tires. Yeah, now there's two of whatever these bees are. Oh yeah, there's quite a few of them. So this all just got a little bit more interesting. Oh yeah. New plan, new plan. All right, I think we got this thing pretty well uncovered. There are a ton of bees, so I'm hoping I don't get stung, but okay, they're getting angry again. Please don't sting me. Okay, we might have to wait and give him a second to calm down. Let's go in. Okay. The gearbox is probably locked up, probably the motor too. I don't want to go through it too much here, but oh, they're trying to move. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to pull this thing out of here. And I think that'd probably be best for all the little bees that are out here. I don't want to disrupt them too much. But there it is. We got it out. Just a little dinky thing, isn't it? But anyway, now all we got to do is get it put on the trailer, get the rest of the equipment on the trailer, and take it all back to the garage, and then we can kind of start going through it from there, especially in a place where there's not as many bees, because I don't want to get stung. Nice. Well, here's our haul so far. Got everything loaded up and ready to go. So now all we got to do is get it all back to the garage and we can offload it and check it out in further detail. So I'll see you guys there. This is what we were able to pull out of that Bramble. I mean, it's small, antique, it's got some piece of equipment, but what on earth even is it? Why was I so interested in going through all of that I just went through? Well, this is a 1950 to 53 Boland's power hoe. These were quite popular back in the day because of, well, how big they are, and because they were just as versatile, if not more, as a tractor. They're actually listed as a garden tractor or a walk-behind tractor, depending on what model you had. This particular one is a deluxe version of the Boland's power hoe. There was a special version which had less sheet metal, which is this little hood piece and this front grille, and it didn't come with any attachments. The deluxe came with the grill, hood sheet metal, some attachments, but also one very interesting piece that this one is missing. The riding on part. Back in the 1950s, there was all kinds of different models and different brands of these walk-behind or garden tractors. There was Planet Junior, which was around a little bit before Boland's was, I believe. Don't quote me on that. And then Boland's and a few other brands that are just kind of out there. I would say that Boland's is probably one of the most known brands, that and Planet Junior. I have seen few of these on Facebook's marketplace, and every time I see them, I'm like, man, you know, those are just such interesting little things. This one I would say is a little bit smaller than what I've seen on there, but they have all been Boland's brand. Now, one thing I am gonna do is, you gotta make it rideable, right? So we're gonna try to figure out how to build that, but first, before we get carried away with all of that, we need to make it run. And that is exactly what we're gonna do with this little power hoe. We're gonna clean it up, get some new tires on it, take it all apart, because I'm sure everything, I mean, the wheels are everything's seized, the engine's free, luckily. I don't know how much compression it's got. I don't know if it has spark. I don't know anything about it other than it hasn't fired up in at least 30 years. So we're gonna see if a 1950s to 53 Boland's power hoe will fire up after 30 years of sitting out in the weather. You know, we get everything from hot summers, wet winters, dry falls, wet springs, everything you can have. I'm surprised the engine's not locked up, to be honest. So we're gonna see what we can do with this little thing, and I'm happy that it's got some implements so we can actually put it to use instead of just getting it running and then riding around the block with it, you know. But we'll be able to take this thing to car shows, share it with others, which is the main goal. You know, people don't even know these things even exist anymore, or that they ever existed at all. I didn't know they existed when I first came across one, and now I've got one, and it's just one of them things, you know. You just gotta find them, and when you find them, you gotta snatch them up. Luckily, all of it seems to be here, minus, you know, the riding on part, but you could get so many different little attachments for these garden tractors. Some of which were snow blowers, front blade, more rear attachments like disc plow, harrows, rippers, planters. Those planters would come from Planet Junior, but anyway, I think this is a pretty interesting little unit. I cannot wait to get it fired up. And you know, looking at it, it's in really good condition for where it was sitting. The glass bowl isn't damaged. The carburetor looks like it might need a little bit of help. But aside from being covered in dust, everything seems to be here and everything seems to move the way it's supposed to, aside from the wheels being locked up. So that'll be something interesting that we have to kind of figure out, but we'll get it figured out. We'll get it running, we'll get it driving again. That's what we're all about, getting antique things running again. So I want to thank you all so much for stopping by the garage today. I know this video wasn't quite as long as maybe some of the other ones, but maybe that's okay. You know, we don't have to sit here for 30 minutes, right? We've got other things that we've got to work on too. We've got those implements that we got from that sale as well that we need to get repaired, like that back blade, and there's a few things on the ripper that needs some assistance, and we'll actually be able to put that old 49 John Deere M to use, which I know a few of you have been like, hey, I want to see that tractor in action. Well, now we can actually put it to some use now. So anyway, if you're new here to the channel and you have not seen a single video and you've watched to the very end of this one, I want to thank you so much for doing that. It helps out the channel more than you know, and we've got all kinds of fun things to watch here at the garage. So go back, watch all the other videos, and you know what? Stick around, stay on YouTube for a while. Take an afternoon off. You've worked hard enough. So anyway, make sure you turn on notification bells so you're notified when more videos are ready for your enjoyment, and I will see you right back here at the garage in the next video.